Hi, my name is Antonio Sanchez, and today I'm going to be exposing to you my evidence number three, which is my autobiographical video. So, let us begin with it. You'll get to know me a bit better and some of my experiences experiences through life. And well, yeah. So, as I said before, let us begin. So, as you can see, this is me as a child, and in the right hand picture, and in the left one, yeah, there's me doing a funny face because I was freezing to death, literally. And yeah, let us begin. So, my name is Antonio Sanchez. I was born in El Puerto, Veracruz back in 2001, April 17. Um, well, yeah, when I was a kid, I used to move a lot because of my father's job, and I went to live up up north, if you can say it like that. Yeah, to Mexicali, and I stayed there like for a year. So literally my first 3 years of life, I was moving from state to state. I was in Veracruz, Mexicali, going back to Veracruz. Um, and in that kind of movements, my father established himself in Ciudad del Carmen, Campeche, because of the sector he was handling. So I ended up in Ciudad del Carmen, Campeche. So while being a kid in Ciudad del Carmen, there were there was literally nothing to do because it's an island, and we weren't that much of going, oh, let's do some tourism, regional tourism. So I mainly focus on studying. I was a kid, so what else am I supposed to do? Well, aside from playing with toys and stuff like that, I got to kindergarten called damn, I don't even remember the name, sorry. But in that kindergarten, they taught me a second language. They began to tell me a second language, which was English. And from then, I grew, with a feeling of, you know, sorry, I forgot the word, but yeah, I grew attached to it because I was always seeing movies. Some toys I had because they were from Mexicali. Some of them came in English with English lines. So yeah, it was like something I was already used to. Also because of my grandparents' home and my mother's side, they were always listening to music in English, and well, yeah, that was the atmosphere I grew up in, and also because of my father's skill with it, because when he was younger, he used to teach older people the language. He was always supportive with it. So while growing up, I went to primary school, sorry, and got into a spelling bee because I used to be really good at English. My memory allowed me to remember the words and saying it when I had the chance to. So I was one of the best ones. I remember that the first one I went to, it was in primary school. I did want it because yeah, I had that easiness with it. And yeah, and while doing the change from primary school to elementary, I started to play more video games. Like, you got no idea, I was insane for video games. I used to play even 12 hours a day, and I was like, damn, 12 hours a day, really? But yeah, they somehow helped me out with the English because all my games were in English. So I was like, we even had subtitles. We did have I did had subtitles, but they were in English as well, so I had to adapt myself. So yeah, well, growing up, I had that much experiences. I traveled to certain places, even inside Mexico, that required me to use another language because I was meeting new people. So yeah, it was kind of funny. Even as of everything I'm talking about right now, it's like personal. Um, but even while growing up, I began to watch a lot of movies just to make a reinforcement of my language. So that's why I can nowadays speak it fluently without having any issues with it or connecting phrases, everything. And yeah, when I went from elementary to high school, I started to take MMA and box classes. One of my favorite martial arts was the Muay Thai. Uh, Here I got in because of some friends of mine. Some friends of mine were like, "Hey, you gotta try this. It should be fun." And you know the drill. Like they were selling you the experience. But at first, I was really scared of it because it's a contact sport. So yeah, of course it's going to hurt. But the more I got into it, the more I was starting to have a likeness for it. So I began with it and had to cut it off, if you can tell it like say it like that, because I had some issues with my knee. I hurt myself while playing football, and yeah, that literally tore me a ligament, and that was it. I went into recover and stuff, but I had to stop doing the Muay Thai because I used my legs. So that's when I got into boxing. But when I got into boxing, I started to eat more healthy. And I remember that back then I lost over 20 kilograms, which was a lot. That's me in a picture with my sister and my grandma. And I was doing fine, but this was because of the problems I had with my knee. Because when I gain a lot of weight, my knee starts to hurt. So yeah, it's kind of a problem, an issue, you know? So, well, I was doing so. That's my mom. Yeah, I traveled to new countries that I've never been before, and it was a positive experience because I could live some other cultures the way they do the day by day. Because yeah, as a tourist, you gotta adapt to the environment because you don't want to get in troubles or something like that with the transports you use. So yeah, from my positive experiences, I got to know more cultures, food. Yeah, I mean, I was a foodie, so yeah, that's been England and also been to France and Spain and places that I could never imagine. So yeah, those were some of the positive experiences I've had in my life. Um, Also for my exams, I did my GET and FC exams. These exams were normally made to measure your knowledge in the language, but by the University of Cambridge. Um, I back then I didn't know how was I supposed to do the exams. I was like, damn, it is going to be hard. But I did do a lot of practice while growing up, so all my experiences related to this point in my life, where I did got an outstanding qualification with the certification, and I don't remember quite well. I do remember this for a certain amount of time. Of course, I'll have to renovate it, but yeah, I at least know that I'm good at the language. And some of my extracurricular or extra stuff that I did, I took a course in in-person experts. This because I was more interested in my career, and I was like, hey, I want to give it a try. Why not? I mean, this should be fun, stuff like that. And yeah, I took the course. That's me in the middle. I mean, I had a sleepy face because I was tired, of course. And and yeah, they were all nice people I met back in the course. And yeah, so just as a conclusion, nowadays I'm a student. I'm still cursing my career. I've got two two semesters left because now in this period I'm going to 6 semesters. So if we don't count 6 semesters, I've got 2 semesters more left. And yeah, I've been always uh, trying, well, in this part of my life, trying to do my best because I do want to get results. I wanted to know more about my career. So I got a job in a logistics company which is focused on the commercialization of products, Russian products. So yeah, that's been for me a great way to understand more the movement of my career, and that's what I do nowadays. So I mean, I hope I answered all the points. Uh, it's not easy to do an autobiography, if you ask me, even though it's my life. But yeah, thank you really much for your time. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.